Salutations, stranger! Continuing on with this year's Pride Month Generation Selects extravaganza, let's see what Hashtag has up their sleeves concerning the old mini-bots. Cause everyone loves them, right? Smallish desk toys representing only the stumpiest of the Cybertronian soldiers, serving non-stop fun with every square inch of their plastic selves. How could you not love that? However, not every minibot initially got their chance in the spotlight, and if the Generation Selects line has any speciality, it's giving long overlooked characters a chance to parade in the sun. It's minibot mayhem today, as I originally just wanted to cover Hubcap, but I guess now is as good a time as any to show off Bugbite as well, since they share basically everything. So let's see what's all the hubbub with these bite-sized breathtakers. It's Generation Selects Hubcap and Bugbite. Starting off with Hubcap, his original figure was released in 1986 and was sold as one of those mail-away things, and he didn't appear in the G1 cartoon. According to TF Wiki, he's apparently a fun guy who people really like, but don't trust because he's a notorious con artist. What? Hubcap, what are you doing, man? You're reinforcing every negative stereotype Randy Newman ever gave short people.
They walk around telling great big lies.
So I guess personality-wise, he's kind of like Hugh Jackman's version of P.T. Barnum. And as for Bugbite, he's apparently intended to be a GoBot who's hopped into the Transformers universe. And his original figure was released in 2004 as an e-hobby collector's edition exclusive with a 6-pack of a bunch of other dimension-jumping GoBots. And honey, if that ain't exactly the kind of character Generation Selects is made for, then frankly I don't know what is. But looking at them, it's hard not to fall for these tiny troublemakers. They share similar engineering with Netflix Bumblebee, however, these figures are actually retools of, you guessed it, Combiner Wars Silverbolt. However, it's actually really interesting how much of the simple variety of colors dial up the deliciousness. I'm one of those people who tend to be really interested to see what Hasbro can do with an existing mold and spicing it up with a new color scheme. It's like hearing a live version of a song you like. It's ultimately the same thing, but it's refreshing to hear it played ever so slightly different than what you're used to. Both of these guys sport the traditional windshield roof torso combo style well associated with the Bumblebee body type, and they wear it well. Always have time for big ol' robo car hood feeties. I think it's interesting that out of all the figures with this mold, Bugbite's the only one that actually has his faction symbol on his chest, arguably where it should be. But at least they both got visible symbols. And speaking of which, Bugbite's representing the all-new mercenary faction symbol. Looks pretty tight, and it distincts him from most of the rest of the collection. I gotta say, the colors are really vibing with me, cause I'm so used to seeing this mold being its original Cliffjumper red color, so seeing it dialed way up with only the brightest of hues really does it for me. I'm digging Hubcap's lemon starburst flavor and Bugbite's stark ghostly white, which complements the black on his limbs really nicely, taking a page right out of Cruella de Vil's fashion encyclopedia. The big distinction between the two though, sculpt-wise, are obviously the different noggins. Hubcap's rocking this dense-looking crown forehead thing with a striking Garfield orange face, which looks very tidy and so distinctly Hubcap. While Bugbite comes with this here Bumblebee white version head, which, you know, is what he's supposed to look like. And I adore the piercing red eyes and the shiny silver-painted face. Seeing a sinister version of the friendly-looking Bumblebee head design kind of puts me on edge. That's why I keep this figure in my room, where the knives aren't. They're really fun to fiddle around with and pose up, mainly due to these Titanic support clogs they got on. Plus, the articulation is basically everything you could ask from a Deluxe class figure. So due to their diminutive stature, I suppose they felt like they had to bulk out the box with these cannon things. These are the same ones that came from Earthrise Cliffjumper, minus the slight color variation. I guess these are fine for what they are. I don't know, for me the blaster is too ridiculously big, and it's too many thinly detachable pieces all held together, but at least the detachable pieces all look pretty rockin' on their own. I guess I feel like they could have just come with a smallish normal blaster and I'd be fine, because truthfully these figures pack a satisfying enough punch with their robot modes. The only thing that bugs me about these figures is that Bugbite has this kind of loose waist joint, however I get that will vary from figure to figure. Plus, there's no price tag that'll for sure get rid of QC issues. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. It's fine. But yeah, both of the robot modes are absolutely ace. Fun, playable, and complements the rest of the mini-bots marvelously. Hey guys, look. It's Transformers Prime on the hub. Transformers Prime on the hub. The transformation is basically the same as Netflix Bumblebee's. It's tons of fun, feels very smart and efficient, and absolutely feels like a Deluxe class transformation, despite being the size of a Legends class figure. In fact, I'll go as far as to say the transformation on these figures is more intricate and involved than Siege Sideswipe. This does include a bit of the old parts forming, which I know will cause some people to run out a window and make some steamed hams.
Break down the element force measure on constant carry, extrapolate region. 14 block purchase to the center prime expedition received. Echo on a signal, you wind up with forming for interdimensional energy creation. That's not can't possibly explain.
I think I've come to find that parts forming doesn't really bother me so long as A, there isn't an over-reliance on it, and B, when the part in question seamlessly blends in with both modes. So, for me, it's alright. And these car modes are actually super sweet. They're less of an adorable round cruiser like Bumblebee was and more of a straight-laced, real-deal, serious business car for only the toughest missions. So I'll have to say it's really funny seeing it in SpongeBob yellow. It rolls well and the sculpting is on point with the side doors and the front thing. I guess there's a few pronounced panel lines here and there, but that's not something I think could be avoided. I am a bit curious why they changed Bugbite from a Volkswagen Beetle into a non-Porsche looking coupe, because isn't that where the pun from his name comes from? Maybe it's an homage to the BotCon figure, or maybe Volkswagen wouldn't let them, I don't know. But I think I can manage. It still works for me for what it is. I think I prefer Hubcap out of the two because of how much the colors allow him to stand out, but this town's big enough for the both of them. Bugbite's still a charming customer. Overall though, I'm all about these two and their antics. They're just two small high-quality Transformers toys that pack in a great car mode, a wicked fun transformation, and a delicious robot mode all in one. It's beautiful, I say. It's a tad strange that we have this and the Runamuck mold, yet we still don't have Generation Select's throttle bots. But hey, all in due time. We'll get there when we get there. Much like Cliffjumper before them, Hubcap and Bugbite are super fine robo guys. So to round this off, I wanted to continue by dropping some mentions to some organizations to help out LGBTQ people since we're still in the heart of Pride Month. So please check out GLAAD, Glisten, and the Trevor Project if you can. I'll leave donation links in the description of this video. Please consider donating if you can. So long for now, and stay special, sweet child.